presentation has to do with a follow-up on my last presentation on fire safety. So I will tag this fire safety 2. We'll be talking on fighting fires. Fighting fires. Now, there's an acronym that is very, very simple to understand that we use in fighting fire or in the approach to fight fire. The acronym is called PASS. 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 Now, every fire extinguisher can be activated by making use of these acronym PASS. Now, we'll be talking basically on the use of simple fire extinguishers. Simple fire extinguishers that we usually know as portable fire extinguishers. Okay, now P stands for pull the pin. Every portable or simple fire extinguisher has a safety pin. Okay, this safety pin is usually placed to prevent an accidental activation of the fire extinguisher. Okay, so the start off in activating a simple or portable fire extinguisher has to do with you pulling out the pin. You pull out the safety pin. Okay, the next stage of procedure for activating a fire extinguisher is letter A. A stands for aim the hose or horn at the base of fire extinguisher. Okay, every portable fire extinguisher has either a hose or a horn. Okay, so you need to aim the hose or horn at the base of the fire. Okay, the next letter in the acronym is S. Squeeze handle. Okay, you need also to squeeze the handle of the portable extinguisher very well in activating the fire extinguisher. The last letter in the acronym word is S. That stands for sweep. So sweep action. Okay, so you make use of the extinguisher while on activation point in a sweep mode. Okay, so you are attacking the fire, you are extinguishing the fire using a sweep mode. Okay, so that is the simple word we call pass as an acronym in activating fire extinguisher. Now, fighting fire. Fighting fire. Okay, there are simple recommendations, simple procedures you are required to adhere to in fighting fire. Fire is best fought at an incipient level when the fire is very, very small. When the fire is very, very small, it's best attacked, it's best put out when the fire is at the incipient level, at a small level. Okay, that's why we say do not fight the fire if it is bigger than a waste paper bin. Okay, do not fight the fire if it is bigger than a waste paper bin. Okay, you are required to fight very little fires for your safety, especially when you are making use of fire extinguishers. Okay, like the simple or portable fire extinguisher. Do not fight the fire if it is bigger than a waste paper bin. Do not fight the fire if one extinguisher is not enough. Do not fight the fire if smoke is affecting your breathing. Do not fight the fire if you cannot see the way out, because your safety comes first. Your safety comes first. Do not fight the fire if the gas cylinders or chemicals are also involved. Okay? Do not fight the fire if your efforts are not reducing the size of the fire. Now, there are various types of fire extinguishers. Various types of fire extinguishers. Now we have the most common fire extinguisher known everywhere: water. Water fire extinguisher. Water fire extinguisher. You need to understand how to make use of water fire extinguisher, when to make use of water fire extinguisher. Okay, not all classes of fire can be put out or extinguished safely by the use of water. All right. Now, for water extinguisher, many a times the conventional fire extinguisher all over the place is usually coated with red. That's the cylinder for all extinguishers are usually coated in red. But you will need to look at the body of the cylinder very well and carefully so as to identify the type of fire extinguisher you will be picking up or you'll be making use of for your own safety and for the safety of others that are around the vicinity or location. Now, for a water fire extinguisher, it will be clearly written or embossed on the coated, red coated cylinder as water. You see an inscription written water. Once that inscription is written as water, then you know that this type of extinguisher that you are seeing or you want to handle is water extinguisher. Now, and if it is water extinguisher, it has a particular class of fire that you can safely use it on. Okay, now for water extinguisher, you can safely use water extinguisher on class A fires. Class A fires. Okay, so as I said earlier, the body of conventional portable extinguishers are usually coated in red. So that's why you have it as red body. Okay, but for water extinguisher in particular, it is suitable for use on class A fires only. Class A fires are fires that involve the burning of free combustibles, we usually call wood, paper, clothing materials, just those common solid combustibles, those common solid combustibles all over the place, wood, paper, clothing materials, and the likes. Those materials are usually that are involved in fire are usually classified as class A fires. Okay, so you can use water extinguishers on class A fire that involves burning wood, paper, clothing materials, etc. Now, class A water extinguisher is not suitable for combustible liquids, cooking fats, etc. These are tagged other classes of fire. Okay, so they are not under class A fire or they are not called class A fire. So when it has to do with burning combustible liquids or cooking fats, you are not required to make use of class A. You are not required to make use of water extinguisher. You only make use of water extinguisher on class A fires. Okay, now this particular point is very, 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 very important. You need to take note of this. Water extinguisher is not safe to use on fires involving electricity. Water extinguisher is not safe to use on fires involving electricity because you stand the risk of electrocution, you stand the risk of electrical shock. Okay, water and electricity don't go hand in hand. Okay, so water aids in the conduction of current, electricity. So if you make use of water extinguisher on electrical appliances that are burning, that are in flames, you are exposing yourself to the risk of electrocution. So never, never, never make use of water extinguisher to put out electrical fires. Okay. Basically, water extinguisher extinguishes by cooling. Okay, it extinguishes by cooling. Once water comes over the burning material, it douses the heat, it knocks off the heat, and once the heat factor is removed from the fire triangle, then the fire is put out. Okay, now the other type of fire extinguisher is called foam extinguisher. Foam extinguisher. Foam extinguisher. It's a chemical compound basically. Okay, now how do you identify a foam extinguisher? As I said earlier on, you always notice that the cylinder is coated with red, red, okay, or coated in red, okay, but you always look out for the inscription on the cylinder. Now, by the time you look at the inscription, you will see it clearly written foam, foam spray. Okay. Now the other thing you look out for has to do with a label, and that label is usually cream label. Okay, so that's why we say cream body for the whole type, but conventionally now it's red body with cream label. So you look out for that label that is cream. Okay. Now foam extinguisher is suitable for both classes A and B fires. Okay, it's suitable for both classes A and B fires. Okay, but it is not suitable for use on fires involving electricity, because the base of a foam extinguisher is still water. Okay, so where you have the water content, you are not safe to make use of it on fires involving electricity. Okay, so foam extinguisher, water extinguishers, they are not suitable for use. They are not suitable for use on fires involving electricity. Okay, so they are only suitable for classes A and B. Classes A and B. Cream, cream labeled fire extinguisher tagged foam is basically suitable for class B fires, but you can also make use of it on class A fires. Okay, so the method of extinguishing fire on foam extinguisher has to do with cooling also. Okay, it extinguishes by cooling and sealing the surface of a burning liquid. All right. Now, the other kind of extinguisher that is also very, very common has to do with powder. Powder is a chemical compound. Powder extinguisher is a chemical compound. It's a chemical compound. Just like I said earlier, conventionally you have all the cylinders coated in red, but you always have the inscription and the label to make it very distinct for you to know the particular extinguishing agent that is within or contained in the cylinder. Okay, now for powder extinguisher, you have the blue body, which is the old type, red body with blue label. Okay, as you can see, okay, red body, okay, with blue label, and the inscription is clearly written powder. Okay, it's best on class B fires, but safe to use on any type of fire. Usually we tag powder extinguisher as a multi-purpose fire extinguisher. A multi-purpose fire extinguisher, you can use it virtually on all classes of fires. Okay, best on class B fires, that's fires involving flammable liquids. Flammable liquids is best on that, but you can safely use it on all classes of fire. We usually tag it also as class as a ABC fire extinguisher. That means very, very good on classes A, classes B, classes C fires. Okay, so but best on class B fires, but safe to use on any type of fire. It works by chemically interfering with the combustion reaction. Okay, now the other type of extinguisher is called carbon dioxide extinguisher. Carbon dioxide extinguisher. Carbon dioxide extinguisher. Carbon dioxide extinguisher. Okay, as you can see, it also is on a red cylinder. Description is on a red cylinder, a red coated cylinder, but you also see the inscription, okay, and the label. The label is black, and you see carbon dioxide written on the label. Okay, so you must identify the type of extinguisher you want to make use of by closely looking at the inscriptions and the label on the extinguisher. Okay, it's best on class B and C fires, but safe to use on any type of fire. It's safe to use on any type of fire, but it's not advisable for you to use it on class A fire, because carbon dioxide is usually very pressurized, and if you use it on free burning combustible, the pressure from the gas will push the burning material to some other places where they could reignite and start off another fire. Okay, the pressure from the gas would push the burning materials to possibly go restart fire somewhere else. That is why it is not advisable to use it on class A fire, but you can use it on class B and C fires. Okay, and it's also safe to use on fires involving electricity. Very, very safe to use on fires involving electricity. It puts out fire basically by cutting off the supply of one of the factors involved in the start of a fire, and that has to do with oxygen. So it forms a coating, it forms an umbrella to shield off or to cut off or to smother the supply of oxygen, okay, in that environment. And once that is done, once you knock off one of the factors that starts and sustains fire in the fire triangle, you put out fire in a jiffy. Okay, yeah, extinguishes by reducing oxygen levels and cooling. Fire blanket. Fire blanket is another type of fire extinguisher. Okay, that is very common, or can be easily gotten and kept in your kitchen. Majorly, it is kept in the kitchen. Okay, fire blanket basically is a material that is pre-treated. Okay, pre-treated in the form of, there's a coating material over it. Okay, a coating material is infused in the fire blanket, in the material in producing fire blanket, and that coating material helps in smothering fire. Okay, so now fire blanket can be used safely in the kitchen area. All right, can be used safely in the kitchen area. Any color, body, or label, but they are usually red or white, okay, in identification for use on any type of fire, but based on small contained class B fires and people on fire. Okay, okay, extinguishes by asphyxiating. Okay, so basically it as asphyxiates, it knocks off the supply of oxygen. Now you can draw it over a burning material. Once you pull out, once you pull out, you can see this vertical section of this material. This is where you activate by pulling out the fire blanket. Once you pull it out, you place it safely over the burning flame or the burning material. Once you place it over it, it asphyxiates or smothers or knocks off the supply of oxygen to the burning material. Okay, and once that is done, the fire is put out in seconds. Okay, so basically what we just talked about has to do with portable fire extinguisher, the types of portable fire extinguishers, and how best and how safe you can make use of them in putting out little fires or fires at the incipient level. It is advisable for you to put out or extinguish fires at the smallest level so as to prevent the fire from growing and becoming very difficult to put out. Thank you so much for listening and watching my presentation on fire safety. If you find this presentation very useful, you can give me a feedback. You can drop some comments on my page. Okay, and you can also give me a thumbs up. Okay, thank you so much.